I was thinking yesterday, imagine if I took Adderall, dude.
You would, yeah, you're already pretty focused.
Yeah. I was thinking about that
I feel
yesterday.
like everyone and everything in the world would drown out. And you would just see like a computer screen. It would just be like that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward was like so far in the future that there was nothing and it was just white and all he had was what was in front of him. That would be you on Adderall.
I kind of want to try Adderall.
I don't think you should.
I'm not going to, but I mean, both things could be true. I'm not going to do it, but I also really want to. You know what I mean?
But also, you do things you want, so
Yeah.
that's why it's.
I also thought about like if people think I take Adderall, you know, because I do so many things. People are like, Jesus Christ, Gerardo's gonna melt down in like 3 months. You know?
Does Adderall make you like act differently in terms of like anger or happiness?
I don't know, because then for sure I have all the symptoms of somebody that uses Adderall.
But that's why I'm asking, is I don't know, because like when you are more focused, you do not that you get angry, but like you're like, I'm working on this right now, you know, kind of like.
Well, because I know what can happen if I just go like, yeah, and then I'm like working on that, and then I forget completely about what I'm working on.
and that's why when I asked you, when I was going to ask you if you could move the thing, you're like, not right now.
No, I was getting coffee.
I know, literally.
You know what? No. You know why you bug me? Because I was already 3 steps, maybe 2.5 steps away from the board when you were like,
Gerardo, do you know how crazy you sound?
Why?
I was 2.5 steps away from the board.
Away from it. Why would I be like, oh, anything from Miguel, and then go over and move it?
Gerardo, you said 2 steps.
2.5.
That's
I
insane.
said 3 steps.
No,
to begin with.
Literally, that's crazy.
Well,
why would I take 2 steps from my friend? That's what you just said.
Why would you wait for me to take those 2 steps away from the chair?
Because I'm assessing what you. That's literally a span of 2 seconds. I'm assessing where it is, and then you turn, and then I'm like, Gerardo.
Didn't I say? What did I say when I set up the board?
Was
like,
this good?
Is that good?
Yeah.
And what did you say?
And then I was like, yeah, it's good. And then.
Ooh!
And then I needed 2 more seconds to be like, oh wait, these things are in front of me.
You're painting a different picture because I said, is it good? You said, yes. It's, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I grabbed my see, you won't let me talk. I grabbed my cup and I walked 2.5 steps away from the board when you were like, okay. And then I told you, no. You know why? Because I'm on the fucking coffee now.
Now, are you done with your bad argument? You're not the fastest guy in the world, Gerardo.
Who's saying that?
I am. I'm saying you're not the fastest guy in the world. Yes, you wear a Sonic shirt. That makes you a little faster. But it literally 2 steps, Gerardo.
2.5.
You're not far from the board at all. It's just you're on the coffee. I don't want this to be the episode.
Because you're losing.
No, it's because I don't want us to be arguing.
No, I know. It's so ridiculous. I'm like taking a stance now not to move it.
Which doesn't make any sense at all.
Because you wrote most of the topics.
It's not about I can't read it. It's about there's literally things blocking the letters. I can't look through those things.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can. If you literally...
I'll get up and move it.
If you literally use your eyes like this, dude, you can see behind anything.
I'm gonna move it.
Go for it. Welcome to Don't Blow Up,
the podcast.
Yay! My name is Gerardo.
And yeah, the happy guy is Gerardo.
Always happy.
And I'm Miguel.
We haven't recorded in a month.
Yeah, so some things went down pretty much. Good things on my end, but
yeah, I got COVID.
Yeah,
and I'm still like before we started, I took a deep breath, and I still have trouble breathing.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! But you tested negative.
No, not yet. I'm testing positive every day. Just kidding. No, I did test negative. Yeah.
But like, what did you like and what did you not like about your like?
Do you really want to go here?
Yeah.
You already know what I'm going to say.
No, that's why I'm asking. You literally have it on the board.
No, I know, but you already know what I'm going to say, and you're not going to like it.
Why wouldn't I like it?
There's some things about COVID that you love. There's some things about COVID that you hate. Gerardo. I'm talking to Gerardo in the third person right now, right?
Okay.
First of all, I do not like laying down all day. I do like it. I don't like it, though, after like 4 days of just laying down and watching.
Yeah, it gets old.
Yeah. But one thing that I wish COVID would keep in my body and take everything else away was the level of bowel movements that I had. See, I told you. It's I called my shot like Babe Ruth, dude. It's insane what was happening inside of my restroom. I'm not gonna be gross about it. I'm gonna say the nice words, not
Oh, just say your thing about.
That's
shitting.
it. That's what it was. It was just dude. I'm telling you. Like maybe it was because I was just here all day and there was nothing else I could really look forward to. But
so that was you going out for the night.
Yeah,
going to the bathroom.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny. So you were going stir crazy to the point where you became insane enough that using the restroom was exciting.
It was amazing. It was like a next level. Like I don't know how else to really articulate the fact that like first day I told you this already 5 times, right? The second day it was like 2 or 3 times, but it was like the less I took during the day, the way better I felt. And then also like there was one where like your stomach's turning, right? My stomach was turning, and you know how like sometimes a stomach turning hurts, like it's tying a knot, and then like it feels like the pain is in the middle and it's just pulling both sides out. For me, it was like unlocking a door. Like a keysmith came or locksmith came and found the key to the door that's been locked forever.
You talk about using the restroom like most people talk about sex. I went 5 times one night, 2 times.
But straight up, it felt like somebody solved that feeling when you solve a 500-piece puzzle when you're a kid and you're like, dude. When I looked at this box, I didn't think I could fucking solve this thing. Yeah. And now I got Minnie and Mickey making love.
Were you a puzzle master when you were like a little kid?
No, but I never did puzzles outside of being a kid. But I just remember that the picture of the keysmith or the locksmith and the puzzle came to mind. Yeah. And it was like a beautiful thing happening. Like I was on some psychedelic bowel movement. You know what I mean? And it like I said, instead of a knot being turned, it was like the turning of a new decade inside of my stomach.
So it was like, you know how the Mayan calendars, there was different eras. Yeah. It was like calendar of the sun. So it was like a new era in the Gerado bowel movement calendar.
For reals.
That's disgusting.
Speaking of Mayan calendars, I have
that's cool.
My own Mayan calendar right here, dude.
Oh, that's awesome. You got that on your trip when you went to Mexico?
Do you want to see it? Here.
Yeah, I do.
Let's see if we can learn more about Gerardo.
Calendar Maya. How do they say Xcaret?
Xcaret.
The notion of time in the Mayan era. Oh, happy birthday, Gerardo. Oh, this is a birthday gift?
No, cool. I bought it myself.
Why does it say happy birthday? And what's this image?
Which one? Oh, right, so that's like my birth chart.
Oh, okay.
So you tell them your birthday and time, and then they do their best to tell you about yourself.
I see. So then, in this case, this is like your Quetzalcoatl rising, like astrology. Yeah, that kind of thing. Oh, that's interesting. These are cool images. So I imagine you're gonna get this tatted on your back.
And no. And you know what they use it for? Like the Mayans would use this to determine where you work.
Really?
That's it.
Interesting.
Like what you would do for work. But it's Mayan paper, dude. Do you feel it? That's Mayans. You know how like Egyptians had papyrus, and then the Mayans had their own paper.
Mamyrus.
My mom's a Mayan. Mamyrus. So yeah, that's the only reason really why I bought it. And then I read all the information about it, and I was like, I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe I'm living a false life.
Imagine if astrology they did that right now. Like, you're a Libra, so you had to be a podcaster.
It says associated element, animal or plant, night, darkness, house, humidity, bat, fawn. So I mean,
you are a bat fawn.
I'm a bat fawn, dude.
You're the bat fawn type.
My bird is a bat and my animal's a fawn. Dude, my color. Guess what my color is, dude?
Red.
Black. Are you kidding me?
Jesus Christ.
Awesome, dude.
I should separate myself from you.
The direction of my universe is west, which Cali baby, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Predictions. Shy or tender person. Are you kidding me, dude? They will have little abundance. That's kind of insulting. Inclination to hunt. I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. Mysterious person. Are you?
I think they just called you fat.
Mysterious person. They like the night, dude. Tell me about my sleeping problems, Doug. I love the night.
Yeah.
You know? And then children born under this sign will be judicious, which all about justice, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And full of virtues. They will be very diligent at work and will learn quickly. They will trust others slowly and in their own time. Mm. Also says with the asterisk, no need for Adderall, dude.
Damn, you're a Mayan 10.
Yeah.
Based off your chart.
Yeah.
All the mother Mayans would be like, you have to marry him. His color's black.
Yeah. Mayans, we're known for being black. What's it called? They're not, but keep it black, baby. But that was a long time ago. I never showed you that. You just said Mayan calendar, and I was like, dude, I have it within reaching distance. Right now.
That's a perfect segue though, because I went to Europe. So it's like Europe. A vacation thing.
First of all, you left the country with some debts to be paid here.
What is that? Our
local Tacos El Pollo taco truck.
Oh, supposedly, yeah, I ditched out on a payment, but it doesn't make sense because
you had the best response though. You told me when I was trying to explain the situation to you, you like to cut me off, you know, and you cut me off by saying like, if I didn't pay, then why did they give me a receipt? Mm-hmm. Like the receipt they give you is just the number.
Yeah.
It's not like a real receipt, you know?
Uh-huh. But the thing is, why would they give me the number if I didn't pay?
Yeah, and I'm on your side. Yeah. It was just funny how that was your response.
Because immediately I'm like, how am I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
You know? Because I always pay.
I agree. But you did also leave the country the next day.
And that is suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went across the world. It was pretty trippy. Like once I got to Europe, like I would just sit there, and when I would think about it, I would be like, I'm really halfway across the world from everybody I know.
Yeah,
which is trippy because I have some family in Spain and my best friend in Portugal. It was interesting too because just getting introduced to kind of European culture. It's interesting. It's pretty different from the U.S., which is weird. It's obvious, but like once you actually go, it's like, oh, okay, I see it more clearly. So when I went, I had a layover. I had to go to France, right? And you know that they always say like French people are mean, or like
smoke cigarettes,
aggressive, and all that. Yeah. So what happened was I had to take this train to go to this terminal at the French airport.
You told me about the French airport.
Charles de Gaulle Airport, which it's the worst airport I've ever been to. Every other airport has been like simple. Like even if there's a train, this train takes you there. The signs are perfect, right? So I have to go to this terminal in the French airport. The signs tell me, okay, the terminal is this way. It just go this way. And it's pointing me to the train, right? Eventually, the signs for that terminal just end.
Yeah.
And they still have the signs for the other terminals. So I'm just like, okay, the signs ended. I'm not at the terminal. But the signs end here, so what's gonna happen, right? Yeah. And then I'm like kind of a little anxious because I'm like, okay, there's a train, but there's no signs telling me this train's gonna take me to the terminal I have to go to, and then I'm just panicking. Funny thing too, on my flight was the Harlem Globetrotters.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Going to Portugal or
go from
Atlanta?
Atlanta to France.
Oh shit.
And the funny thing too is like as I was walking by, there was this really old guy in a Harlem Globetrotters jumpsuit, right?
Yeah.
And then he was talking to this guy with Washington General stuff on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shoot, that's cool. It must be a fan, right? Wearing that Harlem Globetrotters stuff. And he saw the Washington General's backpack and he struck up a conversation with them, right? And then later on, like as we're boarding the flight, like I see a whole bunch, like a basketball team. I was like, oh shoot, I think that's the Harlem Globetrotters. But I don't want to just assume he's got a Washington Generals backpack. Yeah. And then,
but the Washington Generals, is that like the Washington Globetrotters?
That's the team they always play. Like
okay.
the script of the Harlem Globetrotters, they always play the Generals. The Generals always lose.
Oh,
and so
That's really sad.
Yeah. And then I wanted to do like a dad joke and be like, I think you guys will get them next time. But that's literally the script.
Why would anyone show up if they know that they're going to lose?
Well, because the thing is the performance of like dribbling fancy and then throwing water.
Every time.
No, the Generals lose. The Globetrotters win. But that's like saying, why? No, you're just wrong. Anyways. They literally entertain and they do like dances and stuff.
That's like being a fan of Dr. Eggman and like thinking that he's going to beat Sonic.
No, it's not like that because they're doing a skill. You're
laughing because it's a pretty good analogy.
No, I'm laughing because you're getting away from my point.
Go for it.
But, so it was just cool to have the Globetrotters there, right?
Were they flying coach or first class?
No, it was regular flights.
Okay, sorry.
I got off my train of thought, ironically. But I just forgot to mention that the Globetrotters were on my flight. So yeah, the train, the signs leading me to the terminal end. It takes me to the train. And then so I'm just like, I see the Globetrotters waiting too, and I don't want to ask them because they're super famous. They probably get that all the time. They're probably always asked transportation questions.
They're like, yeah, this fucking airport sucks, dog.
And then so I get on the train, I take the leap, and then I literally have to scan the whole map to find in tiny letters, oh yeah, this one also takes you to the terminal that I have to go to.
Yeah.
And that was just so stupid, so annoying. The French people who made that.
Okay, chill out, dude.
Anyways, it just doesn't make sense, right? But once I got on the train, the funny thing was there was this kid in a wheelchair being pushed by a French employee, right? Helping him on the train. Very nice thing. And I'm just standing in the corner, like watching everything. And then I see the French employee run into a guy who's just standing on the train with the kid in a wheelchair. So he hits this guy. I'm watching the whole thing. It's completely the French employee's fault. And then, so the French guy hits the guy and then he goes, move.
In English?
No, in French.
How do you say move in French?
I forget. But no, wait, was it English? I said French, but he just said move in an English accent with a French accent. So literally doesn't even apologize. And the guy doesn't react at all. I'm guessing he's French too. He's like, yeah, that's what happens when you hit somebody. You tell them to move.
He's like, this is my fault, dude.
Yeah, this is getting annoying.
No, I know, it's annoying me also.
But yeah. So it's just so funny. Imagine being on a train, seeing an employee hit another guy with a wheelchair. That's the story.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, yeah, that's crazy. Like in America, for instance, you know, it's known around the world that Chinese people or Japanese people, Korean people, they fucking pile into like sardines in a can on like a subway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Recently, when you were gone, I was walking around doing DoorDash somewhere, and I noticed from about 10 feet away from me that this person was not going to care about my you know, area, you know?
Yeah.
And all I said was, excuse me, before they like ran into me. And then they were like, oh. You know, we live in a very heavy Asian populated city. So like, they were like, oh yeah, so okay, say. But like, they were ready to fucking like be a linebacker and just like attack my stomach, dude. I saw it coming. Like they were looking like in my general direction, looking for something in a grocery store. And then I was just like, excuse me, you know, because I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's my story.
Well, because I was kind of going to ask, like, what would you do if someone hits you, turn around, and they hit you with the kid in a wheelchair?
I would probably say a joke like, oh, but you didn't feel that, huh? You know?
Out to the
like
kid?
if their legs hit me. I don't know. That's a weird situation to be put in.
Yeah. I imagine you would blow up.
I wouldn't blow up. I would not blow up.
If an employee hits you with the kid and then was like rudely move.
But like define blow up. I don't want a confrontation.
You love confrontation.
But not physical confrontation. That started physical. I would probably make a joke and then later just fume about it when I'm on my train. Okay. You know, take it out on some poor civilian.
Your inner Sonic wouldn't come out?
No, because Sonic would be like, chili dog. You know?
Yeah, you'd eat a chili dog and then beat the shit out of the guy.
I wouldn't beat anyone up. No, obviously it's, I think, the guy's fault, manning the station. You know what I mean? I don't know what I would do.
But it was just so interesting that in this French world, a guy hits another guy with a kid in a wheelchair, and then every French person on every side is just like, this is normal. Like, doesn't apologize, tells him to move, and then the guy's just like, oh, I should get out of the way. And like, not even offended. Because if someone hit me, and then I see it's a kid in a wheelchair, that's kind of funny. That's crazy that I get hit by a child in a wheelchair. It's just insanity.
I can see you going one of three ways. And one of them I'm positive I wouldn't do, but the other two I might do. One of them is blow up and be like, make a scene. I don't want to make a scene. I need to be like virtuous with my scene making. It needs to make sense for this to happen, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
No rotisserie chickens, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, right? I am fully in the right there.
Do you guys need help? Go fuck yourself. No.
Sacramento. I didn't say that though.
Yeah, but your energy was go fuck yourself.
No, I didn't say anything. I just walked away. So the other two options are NBA flop on the ground. You know what I mean? Just get hit on the leg and then try to get some settlement, right? Or fucking completely bitch out. And as in a female dog, not like a woman, and just be like, oh, it's my fault.
Rub your 6 nipples. You're disgusting.
Yeah. You get hit that kid and you're like, oh yeah. No, but no, I think the most entertaining option is straight up NBA flop, dude.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
get hit in the leg and just Marcus Smart to the ground, dude.
And if I was there with you, I'd try and do a whistle and then I'd do a call. Like flagrant.
Charging foul?
Yeah. And then I'll go like this, like we're going to go to the cameras. And everyone on this French train is going to be like, what the fuck is this?
You go like this, blocking foul. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I didn't do anything.
Yeah. And then I'm just like, kids in a wheelchair.
Here, let me fix this before we continue. No, but we made it funny, dude. NBA flop it, dude. That's where my brain goes.
It's always funny to use a child in a wheelchair as a weapon, I think. That's what blows my mind, though.
That's crazy. Obviously, the guy is wrong.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't like blame the whole nation. Like, I think that's what Americans have.
I know. Sorry.
Careful there. You almost talked when I was talking. I think that's where, Americans fuck up a lot, dude.
Dude, can I respond now?
Will you fucking stop?
You stopped me to say that. You stopped me to say nothing. I was in the middle of saying
something. You know what I mean? But Americans blame a whole nation for one person's actions, right? Am I wrong? Right? You could talk now.
Some, yeah. But what I was gonna say, you're done now. You finished the 3 words that I stopped. I was
trying to justify the fact that you cut me off. Go for it. I just cut you off.
I was gonna say that I came in already understanding that that's an assumed thing about French culture.
Yeah.
Also, when I went to Spain and talked to my uncle and my cousins, they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't like the French."
Really?
Yeah. Like they think they're too rude, which is another thing.
Yeah.
So it's not even just a American assigned thing that we think of. Like other people think they're rude too.
I think we're in agreement here, right? With the whole French thing. I want to go back to something you said before the French thing. Now, Miguel, you have this strange, ism that you do.
Okay. It's not racism. Thank you.
I like how you said it like kind of like, I hope it's not racism.
I just had to clear that up.
Where you said that you were visiting your best friend.
Yeah. Sorry.
In Portugal?
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Crazy, right? Best friend. Like you emphasized that and you looked me in the eyes and said that. Well, you were like talking and then you're like, I went to Portugal to see my best friend.
Yeah.
And my family was in Spain, your kind of thing. Right? What's the story there, dude?
This is the thing, Gerardo. Mm-hmm. For some reason, I feel like every time I address this, I have to say my best friend. Mm-hmm. Because he's my best friend. Mm-hmm. That's the end of the story. I've known him since I was 5.
Yeah,
he's been there for me. He's been there for me in my darkest times in childhood.
When you lost your dolls and shit, continue.
Yeah. when my sister drank my last Sprite, which that's a story for another day.
But you don't drink Sprite anymore?
I don't drink soda, but you know, and as a kid, like sometimes you get depressed and all that, just like, just growing up, right? And he was there for me.
Depressed as a kid, dude?
Yeah.
I don't think you can fully understand what depression is. I think you have feelings as a kid. You're not going to go to a friend and be like, hey, I can really talk about my day.
Well, yeah, he was just there for me, and he heard me out growing up. And
then he moved to France in 6th grade?
No.
Or he moved to Portugal?
No. He's just there for work. He works there.
This is the other thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know if this is on your board. It fucking should be. But you do this thing that annoys the shit out of me.
Okay.
I called you when you were in Portugal.
Yeah.
Right? We spoke on the phone.
Uh-huh.
And I think this might have been a text, but you mentioned that the groceries are so cheap in Portugal.
Oh, yeah. Crazy
cheap. Oh, the beef is so much better.
Let me just say this too, just so everybody could know. $30 worth of groceries in Portugal, €6. Insane. Anyways, go on.
Yeah. Anyways, so when I see that, what was my response?
Don't tell me that. I live in the most expensive state.
Yeah. What else did I say?
I don't remember what else, but that stuck with me. That was hilarious.
That my feet are in cement known as California, dude. I have to live here. I don't want to hear about how cheap other places are. Because then I'm thinking about like uplifting my whole life, like naturally. You know what I mean? Of course you want to live somewhere cheaper, dude.
Yeah.
You're more of a free spirit, dude. You have best friends in Korea. You have best friends in Hungary. You know what I mean?
If he goes there, yeah.
But you have no strings attached. You know what I mean? You're not in cement, dude. You're in quicksand. It's easy to get out of that, right?
What do you mean? I live here too.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm in cement too.
How are you in cement?
I have to pay the same prices for everything that you have to buy.
But what's stopping you from not?
My family.
That's not good enough cement, dude.
That's not strong enough foundation.
Yeah, dude.
Family. That's literally the thing everybody calls foundation. Family.
No, but I have like my girlfriend out here, a successful podcast out here.
Dude.
These things are extracurriculars that I cannot get away from.
Simple solutions. Break up with your girlfriend and the podcast.
No, dude. Hell no, dude.
Then what? You're saying there's no solutions.
There is no solution.
Break up with your girlfriend and the podcast.
No, that's not a solution.
All right, man.
See?
You don't want strings attached.
This is the same person telling me how cheap fucking groceries are in Portugal, dude.
Yeah.
And then it's like every time.
There's girlfriends in Portugal. There's podcasts in Portugal.
New York, the Dominican asses are so big out here. I want to live out here.
Hey.
Every time you go, I need to go see therapy because of how much you travel, dude. That's what I'm saying.
That's so funny. Also, when I was in Porto, every girl in Porto had ass. It was crazy.
Yeah.
That was insane. If they didn't have ass, they weren't from Porto. That's what I'm saying.
One thing you said when you came back, which you didn't give me any fucking notice to pick you up from the airport, but I got over that.
Yeah. Well, I tried to tell you the day before, but it was kind of too late.
It was like midnight when you messaged me.
Yeah, because I realized, oh shoot, I got to tell Gerado.
Anyways, so
good friend, this guy. He still got me.
When I picked you up, one of the first
not
things
my best friend.
Fuck you, dude. One of the first things you told me when you got in the car was that Spain and Portugal was so beautiful, it makes you want to explore LA more. Now we're being constructive, okay?
Yeah.
Right? There we go. Don't talk about the groceries. I don't care. I pay fucking $30 for 2 pounds of meat. You know out here? The beef is so good out in Spain, dude.
Yeah. The grocery store beef was the best beef I've ever had. Crazy. Better than restaurants.
Well, but how? How?
Well, unless you go to like a high-end restaurant, probably. It just seems like the way they do meat and stuff is like, it's different. The processes is like more pure almost. The ham, I don't like ham. Their ham was amazing.
Well, Spain's known for ham.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everything in Spain is fucking ham.
But yeah, before we get to Spain, I do just want to talk about how when I got to Portugal, it turns out my friend had to do something for work, so I couldn't go to him immediately, right?
Oh, wow. Sounds like a really good friend. Sorry.
So I got a hostel in Porto, right? I made a mistake. I went for the cheapest hostel possible. And so I was actually farther away from the center of the city than I would have wanted. I was kind of in like a suburb of Porto.
Describe a suburb. Like, is there no buildings? Is there more greenery?
It's just, you could tell it's not the center. It's still like buildings, plenty of buildings. There's some houses, and then, you know, it's a suburb. You've seen a suburb. Like, it's hard to explain a Portuguese suburb because it's... Have you ever been? I'm just sorry. It's just a suburb. I don't know what else to say. It's a suburb. Yeah.
And how did you?
It's just like a suburb here, but it's in Portuguese. It's nothing crazy.
How did you get to the hostel?
So from LAX, I got a taxi. I used a taxi.
You mean from Portugal's airport?
Yeah. My bad.
Yikes.
I have no sense of direction.
Oh, you got a taxi? How cheap was the taxi?
The taxi was like 10 euros to get from the airport to my hostel. But anyways.
And is the airport in the center of the city?
No. Oh, it's like outside.
Okay.
So I get to the hostel. I'm spending a night. I completely forget that there's like a time difference in the US, right?
Yeah.
So I essentially haven't talked to my mom in almost 24 hours, right? And I'm just so tired. Like, as soon as I get in the room, I just fall asleep on the bed. I wake up like 8 hours later, and then I see text from my best friend, and he's like, "Hey, you got to talk to your mom. She's like worried, right?" And then I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And then she's like, "Your sister DM'd me asking about me and you, like, is everything okay and everything?" And then I told her that I didn't talk to you, right? And then my sister's like, "Well, yeah, I just wanted to see because he's probably fine, but my mom's freaking out." And then my friend started to get worried because I hadn't contacted him either. And then I was like, shoot, oh man. And I wake up, I call my mom, and I'm just like, "Sorry, Mom, I just woke up." And I feel bad, but it's kind of funny that like for 24 hours I was just MIA in my mom's head, and I just didn't contact her, and I felt bad about that afterwards.
Because how long was the flight? 16 hours?
16 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. And I literally slept like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I was so knocked out. But it is funny to make your mom worry like that.
But also, too, like, how long did it take for you to acclimate to the time change?
It took me a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me to fully because I literally slept all day once I got to Portugal. Like, I woke up at the night, I felt like a vampire or like Dracula.
But also, too,
or a raccoon.
Because you were 8 hours ahead, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
8 or 9.
8 or 9?
8 or 9. It's a Portuguese way of talking. Like have you ever been to Portugal?
8 and or 9.
It's Portuguese.
It's Portuguese.
And then I was just walking in the street. The moon looked beautiful. It was very dark though.
Yeah.
Because it was night. I mean, what I meant to say, it was very empty, which was cool. So I was pretty much walking the area at night, and it was really cool, like very old buildings and stuff. But when I got back to my bed,
people were fucking, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, this is my favorite part of the story.
Yeah, and you just jumped in and said it.
Yeah, dude, people were having sex.
So,
dude.
like, it's late at night. I can't sleep because I just had 8 hours of sleep, right? Yeah. And so I'm just laying in bed, just like, because there's nothing to do, nothing's open. So I'm laying in bed, and then I just hear.
Oh.
And then inconsistently, like, it seems like they stopped a couple times. Damn. And then I don't know if she made him come. I don't know why.
Were they vocal?
No, you just heard slaps. And then stop, and then like 10 minutes later, more slaps.
Yeah.
And then, so the thing is, usually in hostels, there's like a whole bunch of people in the room, but I messed up and there was like a small hostel, so I got my own room.
Yeah.
And like, I kind of wanted to talk to people, meet people, maybe do some of what the people in the room next to me were doing. But no, there was this really cute girl in the lounge. And I was like asking, "Oh, is this the Wi-Fi?" Blah blah blah. But I just went back to my room because I was so tired. Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. That'd be hilarious if you're hearing it next door. It's like, and then I don't know where you hear like whipped cream, and then it's just like keeps going.
Or turns out you go in the room and they're dancing flamenco, and I'm just a perv. I'm just jacking off with it.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna butt into your little adventures here and tell you something that bothers me. First of all, you didn't really watch the NBA playoffs at all out there, huh?
No.
So there's this one commercial during the NBA playoffs that bothers the shit out of me. Because you know how often they go to commercials, right? When you're watching an NBA game, it's like 3 commercial breaks in the first quarter, and then a double break between the first and second quarter, and then 3 during the second quarter, and then a freaking
commercials in a game,
triple to quadruple break at halftime, right? And then again 3 in the third quarter, and then a double break before the fourth quarter, and then the fourth quarter there is probably more than 10 breaks of commercials during the fourth quarter, right?
Okay.
Now, just to explain to you how many fucking breaks there are in a game. That's crazy, dude. Okay. Because I've been watching a lot of games because I have COVID, right? I have COVID. You're just like staring off from now on. So there's this new fucking commercial, dude. And how do you feel about ASMR, dude?
I hate it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you hate about ASMR?
Just the noises. Not even the noises. I hate the people that do it.
That, and I hate people that enjoy it.
That I'm not against. Like, if you like it, yeah. But the people that do it are so annoying. The way they go.
Yeah, no, don't do it. But what's it because you hate yourself, dude?
No, it's like the vibe of them. Yes. They're like, God.
So, but commercials now, they're not doing literal ASMR, but they like the sound team is like, oh, this is what you want of the commercial. We can make that happen. You know, there's this fucking commercial where the guy's like, you ever have those mornings where you just wake up and don't really feel that much to do, but then you see the sunshine and you're like, I could do it today, right? That's the whole dialogue of the commercial, right? Okay. So now the ASMR that I have an issue with is he goes, do you ever wake up in the morning and then you hear some eggs cooking, dude? The egg cooking ASMR that they have in this commercial is way too aggressive. It's like, you know how eggs cook, right? I love cooking eggs, dude. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to hear ASMR every fucking 5 minutes in a goddamn NBA game. You know what I mean? And then like the rooster clucking. Who's on a fucking ranch watching NBA games? You know what I mean? That's an untapped market. People in the Midwest that own farms and chickens and eggs and shit don't watch NBA. Say your piece. What do you think?
I think you're wrong.
I'm wrong?
Yeah, Indiana.
They're
basketball state.
No shit.
Yeah, and they have farms and all that stuff.
But do they talk like this, and do they ever wake up in the morning and feel like not really going to work, but then they get that feeling and they go work?
Yeah, that's probably exactly how they feel. It's probably the perfect commercial for all those Indiana basketball loving people. There's literally, I think there's like even this TikTok guy. He's just like at a farm and he's just famous for playing in his like farm stuff.
Yeah, I know that. But this fool probably isn't into ASMR. Like, who is this commercial for, dude?
I don't think the idea of it was like, oh, people are gonna love ASMR. Dude, I think it's more focused towards the farm people, if anything.
Every time the commercial comes on, I fucking groan like, because
that's a you thing though.
It's not worth muting.
If you get so mad, it is worth muting.
How do you mute it on your phone?
Put the volume down.
That's impossible, dude. I'm driving, trying to listen to the game. You know what I mean?
You said this was during COVID.
True, that too. But like, I am driving on COVID. No, just kidding. No, but like, I watch a lot of the games while driving. You know what I mean? Yeah. And this fucking commercial, dude, in my speakers just. It's just the eggs. The eggs is literally the only thing I have a problem with.
You don't like eggs?
I don't like the culture, dude.
You don't like egg culture?
I don't like the culture of including ASMR into commercials now. Because I don't want to watch it. You go through TikTok and you see people touching the microphone. Shit like that.
Which I'm not against hitting anybody, man or woman, who does ASMR on TikTok.
Go for it. You're going to hit them?
Yeah, let's...
You're going to hit women, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
ASMR. I'm just kidding, man.
No, I just don't understand. Sorry, I just wanted to throw that in there.
It is very annoying. It's like...
I want to be able to like articulate this shit like Chris Rock and then go on stage, fucking make a great joke about it.
I want to just hit them like Will Smith.
You know, ASMR is fucking a lost man's game, dude.
Yeah. In case you're very stupid, I don't want to hit women, of course.
It's only women that get upset. And then he called me stupid.
No, there's gonna be some guys too. But yeah.
Anyways, sorry. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
But yeah, I couldn't sleep. And then the funny thing is, like, eventually these clapping noises kind of became like white noise, kind of like waves, like waves crashing. I was like, oh, I'm falling asleep to beautiful lovemaking.
That's some ASMR I can get behind, dude. If it's like,
I wouldn't hit them, unless they want me to. They're kinky.
Like, you ever wake up in the morning and don't really want to get out of bed? I'm like, I know exactly what this guy's talking about.
Yeah, man. If they want me to hit them though, because it's like their kink, sexual thing, I would hit them.
Okay, dude.
Yeah. But like, yeah, eventually I couldn't sleep, even though it was helping.
Yeah.
Them having sex was helping me sleep. But eventually they went to sleep because it was late, and so I couldn't sleep. And I found a neat little trick. I just decided to watch the United Nations meetings.
Yeah.
To go to sleep. And then at the beginning, they do a roll call for every nation that's there. It's like 270 countries or whatever. And so they're doing the roll call, and it always gets me to sleep.
Really?
Yeah, and it's very charming because you hear like these people with different accents doing the roll call. A new country does the roll call every time.
Senegal.
So it was like, yeah, this I think he was Indonesian, the Indonesian representative. Maybe it's even the president.
Of Indonesia?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
And it was just like reading all of the countries in his Indonesian accent, but in English. And then like sometimes you could tell, oh, he messed that one up. And then I just think, imagine that country being like so annoyed. Like, you're not going to say my name right? Like,
you're weirdo, you know? Yeah. No, like, fuck that.
No. I would kind of love that job to just say every country is a roll call.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, I think.
I think so too. I enjoyed roll call at school.
You did?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, you ever? Yeah. Sometimes they do the roll call, and then like you just say here, but you say this inflection or tone, and everybody laughs. Like that's happened a couple times.
Here, or like
not even trying to be funny.
Present. Like remember the first time you heard present? Mm-hmm. Do you know that what I'm talking about or no?
Yeah.
When somebody was like present, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
You know. I remember during roll call, I would like try to remember people's names. Be like, well, that's Jessica. Oh, that's Vince.
That would help. I'm terrible with names. As soon as someone tells me their name, I forget.
Yeah.
It's because I'm more focused on them and their soul.
Lord forbid they move to Portugal. They're your best friend, dude.
Yeah. I don't even know his name. I just call him best friend.
That's so funny.
But yeah.
What else happened?
Also too, so eventually I went with my friend who doesn't live in like a big city in Portugal. And then we were just hanging out too. And I hadn't seen him in months and months. Again, this is my best friend. You know, I miss him. Mm-hmm. My best friend. Anyways, so like I'm there with him, and then we're just chilling or whatever. And then he puts on something on Netflix. He has a projector, so I'm watching the TV and thinking like, I'm just watching with my friend. I haven't seen in a while. Good, bonding, And then, so like something happens in the show, and then I turn around and kind of ask him about it. I see he's on his computer. He's watching another show on the laptop. I don't even like the show on the projector, but I'm watching it because he's watching it like, oh, I'll check it out, right? And then I start dying, and I'm like, are you watching something on your laptop while you have something playing on the projector? And then he's like, yeah, white noise. So he has white noise in the background for when he's watching on his laptop. I was dying, dude. It was the funniest thing. And in my head, I'm like, I'm really with my best friend. I haven't seen him in a while. I think we're having this bonding moment. So funny, dude.
What, did it infuriate you or
no? It was hilarious.
Wait, so there's a projector happening, and he's on his computer watching another show.
Yeah.
Where's the white noise?
It's
the projector.
The projector, the show that's being projected. I would, see, this is why we get along.
No. I would book a flight, dude.
I know you would. You'd be so annoyed.
I would say it in a funny way where I'd be like, what are we doing here? Let's go play some soccer, dude. Where's Cristiano Ronaldo? And there's like just say a bunch of just like racist Portuguese things.
But it's so funny, but because like those are the small intricacies where like you would get annoyed with me for, right? But he does those things, and I understand these small, like weird things that people do. So when he does it, I'm just like, that's hilarious. I understand.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I know you don't. It's not that you understand the logic of doing it. It's that you understand that it's something that you do, you know?
That you do.
Anybody. Any other person.
You do.
Yeah, me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not about getting why I do it. It's about understanding that I do it.
Do you find anything romantic about the past?
Sure.
I'm talking about past before technology, before all this streaming.
Yeah.
What? Describe it to me.
Sorry, ASMR. I apologize. You know, just like, I mean, this is what it is. Sure, there was nothing to you know, take your attention away from what's going on presently.
Sorry, one second. What is that noise? Do you hear that?
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah.
All right, continue. Sorry. There's... Yeah, to take it away presently.
Yeah, just nothing could take you away from what's going on presently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
People probably had more conversations. All
right? Yeah.
That's it.
There was cinema. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you're ever in a movie theater, let's say watching, I don't know, you like Mystery Men.
Okay.
Did you see Mystery Men in the theater?
No.
No?
I mean, the movie's fine.
You've watched it with company, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a funny part. Do you ever look to your company and go, do you see the fucking bestseller?
Yeah.
Right? Great moment, dude.
Mm-hmm. Nice bonding moment.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm a 49er, dude. I'm fucking sifting through some sand trying to find gold.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And if you're not right there with me in the trenches looking for some gold, I don't want to be with you, dude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sifting through all this fucking content trying to find the gold. And when I do, what do you do as a 49er when you're going through gold with a friend of yours, dude?
You hug.
You look at them and go, I got gold. You know what I mean? And you hope they look back and go, that's what we've been looking for together. Forever. And every time we sit here at this river bed and we go through the dirt, I'm right there with you, Clifford, and we're going through this dirt trying to find gold. This dirt known as Netflix. You know what I mean? That fucking connection, dude, is what I seek in life, dude. And if that shit don't happen, I get so mad, dude. Sorry, what were you saying? You were trying to cut me off? Was that not beautiful? Was that not true? That's so true.
Are we having conversation or are we just ranting and then you're done and then I rant?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Oh, okay. So we're not having a conversation. No, I was just going to make a joke. Well, I can't really do the joke now about, and then your friend kills you because he wants the gold. You're like, we're rich. And then stab, kill. Yeah. Oh my God. That's how it was back then, Doug.
Nobody prepares for that, dude. Nobody prepares to
get getting
killed.
Stabbed by their friend.
No, but what you do prepare for is that beautiful moment, dude, where you both find gold together. Come on, I'm a fucking.
I also
ninja,
think
dude.
that's very sad if that's gold
content.
Yeah,
that's what we have now, dude.
Yeah,
you know.
I guess.
And can you think about it? It's so easy. Sorry, if you want to, what were you saying?
Well, I was just gonna say if the gold in life is finding cool stuff on Netflix, you know, that's fool's gold if you ask me.
Well, I think you're getting stuck on Netflix now. Because
no, but we're just talking about content and that
fool's
moment.
Gold, true. Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna say I don't agree, but that's what we signed up for, dude. Whatever happened in the fucking external of life, we chose to be these people. Look at you, not even listening.
I'm listening.
We chose to be Miguel and Gerardo, dude. We chose to be these people that will eventually live in Alhambra. We'd start comedy somewhere around circa 2013, 2014, right? And then we somehow magically become friends. Apparently not best ones. You know what I mean?
Good, very good friends.
Someone would say the goodest of friends. What's it called? And, you know, that's what we chose to do outside of whatever we came from. You know what I mean? And we decided to come into this time now where everyone wants to be a fucking content creator. You know? That's what the gold is now, dude. I wish I was a 49er, but that's my mortal self saying that. Maybe my external self was wanting to be that person that you wanted to be a different era. This is what we signed up for, dude. That's what I'm saying. And
still not gold to me. It's not my gold.
Not my president, dude. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can say that. You were saying that around 2008.
Yeah. No, I remember.
Gerardo's for all the stupid people, Gerado's pro Barack Obama.
I love Barack Obama, actually.
Yeah.
No, I remember when he won, we all took shots, and I was like 17 when he won. No, I was 18 when he won.
Celebration shots, right? Not sad. The country's over shots.
There is no sad shot. If you're drinking sad wise, you're drinking from the bottle. That's not a shot, baby. That's not, you know.
But yeah, back to Porto.
Did I not make a great argument right now?
About what?
That was pretty fucking solid, dude. We'll let the audience decide. Go for it.
Yeah. Back to Porto though.
I can't believe your friend wasn't watching the same show as you. Anyway,
it's hilarious.
It's not funny, dude.
It's so funny.
It's not funny.
I mean, what do I care? It's like, anyways. So back to Porto.
Yeah.
So being in Porto, which was really cool. Porto was interesting because it felt kind of like New York-ish.
Yeah.
Because like the gray buildings, everyone's kind of on top of each other. Very metropolitan, like cool little plaza. So that was very cool. Also, my brother, who's like a chef who works at like a higher end restaurant, happened to be working with this famous chef whose sous chef was Portuguese while I'm in Portugal. So my brother tells me that, and I was like, "Hey, so what restaurant should I go to?" And then he gives me a list. The funny thing is, I think this list is special for me. Turns out, my brother then texted me. He's like, "Yeah, he gets that question all the time. He just sent me like the the list that he gives everybody." Like, okay, all right. So I went to this. What?
Whose fault is that?
Nobody's fault. Okay, nothing's wrong. Yeah. But I just think it's funny. So one of these restaurants is a restaurant that they say, "Oh, like this is." If you don't eat at this restaurant when you come to Portugal, it's like not going to the Eiffel Tower.
This is
when you
so
go to France.
funny, dude.
Are you making
It's like not going to the Eiffel Tower. It's like missing out on the best thing in Porto, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was saying this is so funny because the first thing I told you in Sacramento was do not ask for food recommendations.
Yeah.
Anyways,
you would see that there's this world-renowned French chef and be like, don't ask him where to eat. That's how crazy you are with asking people stuff.
No, that's an electron outside the atom, dude. That's something completely different. Yes, dude. If there's like a famous Sacramento chef, I would go to him and be like, where do I eat around here? You know what I mean? But we're talking about regular, everyday people walking the streets. That's what I made that specific. People at the hotel, do not ask, dude.
Well, what if one of them was a world-renowned chef, but we didn't get to that point of the conversation? We'll never know. I'm not right, and you're not right. Because we'll never know.
Make this bullshit argument. There's no world-renowned chef working at a fucking.
Watch them be a world-renowned chef. They're right now, like cutting up sushi. They learned for 20 years in Japan. Anyways,
okay, wait. I'm not behind. I'm not against asking anyone, right? If they show passion after I ask, then I'm happy I asked them. Sorry. So they don't have to be a world-renowned chef. They just have to be passionate about, like, you have to try Issa Bagel in New York. Like that one guy was. Okay. And I went to Issa Bagel. It's a good bagel, dude. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, sorry.
But so I go to this restaurant, and then the restaurant's good, but it's famous for how fresh it is because Porto's a port, literally, and then so they have the freshest food. So I eat the food. Oh, okay, this is like got to be the best restaurant, right? And then it just tastes like unseasoned, and I'm just like, what's going on here? And then I keep eating, and then I realize the food is famous for its freshness.
Yeah.
So that's the flavor they're going for, is just how fresh it is.
Yeah.
And I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
There was no flavor to it. It literally tastes like it was straight out the ocean, which in a way was good because, like, damn, this is fresh. It was definitely the freshest food I've ever had. But also, it was like, I feel like I taste the ocean a little bit.
Is it sashimi?
No, it was crab.
Okay.
So it was very good, but literally no taste to it besides the meat of it. I mean, I guess it was kind of buttered, and it tasted like crab. Crab is good, but I was expecting more, and there just wasn't.
Yeah.
You know? And I understand that the flavor is the freshness.
Yeah.
But for me, it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I would tear down the Eiffel Tower of Porto, which is that restaurant, and put a McDonald's where there's some more flavor.
Oh my God, dude.
And then I went to Lisbon, right? I took a train. It's so crazy how easy the train is.
But like, wait, you're stepping over something here that's very important.
What?
You listened to the world-renowned chef.
Yeah.
and you were disappointed, dude.
Yeah.
So who is more right here, dude? The traveler, me. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying I'm a good chef or anything. However, I did make some chicken parm this last weekend. That was pretty fucking good with a new different kind of pasta sauce. Yeah. And some of the mashed potatoes again. Remember the mashed potatoes? Mm-hmm. Pretty good, right?
They were very good.
Yeah. So who are you going to listen to? The traveler, who is me, that happens to cook on his own, you know, with some fine ingredients.
Maybe I ordered the wrong thing, though.
Yeah. Or this world-renowned chef telling you that everywhere's the Eiffel Tower, dude. What if that restaurant was just struggling and he's just like trying to sell it?
He owns it. Yeah.
Anyway, so what, you didn't answer the question. I just asked you a question.
What was the question exactly?
You're going to ask me or the world-renowned chef, dude?
I'm going to ask the world-renowned chef every time.
And I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. I just wanted to get a true answer.
But yeah.
So Lisbon, sorry.
What was interesting about taking the train, though, was there was like these little kiosks, right? But no one was there to make sure that you bought a ticket.
Yeah.
So you could just get on the metro. You could just get on the train. You could just get on the subway. Very easy to just hitch a ride, right? So I accidentally took one train for free because I just didn't know
how to pay for it.
Yeah. And so later on, I realized, oh my God, it's so easy to live here for free. Like taking the train every day. And then I did buy a train ticket to Lisbon. And then I guess on the longer ones, though, they come by and they check tickets and everything. So I took a train to Lisbon. Very easy, like 4 hours. Not too bad. I bought a book to read it. I was reading Dracula. Very good. That's another subject. So like we go to Lisbon. Lisbon is not as cool to me. But I did notice, like, you know how you go to a place and you just start singing sometimes?
Like what?
Like
song?
just in your head, just the energy, the vibe of everything going on. You just start singing a song, right?
Yeah.
So when I get to Lisbon, I just started singing Baby Shark.
Oh my God, that's not a song.
It is a song. And then I was like, Lisbon is Baby Shark. Like just me being in Lisbon, I went, Baby Shark, baby. So I don't know I just thought it was so funny that once I get into Lisbon, that's the song that pours out of my soul. It's Baby Shark. Lisbon is Baby Shark.
What is New York to you?
I don't know. No music came to me.
Because in New York, mine was the second time I went to New York, it was El Camino by the Black Keys. All the songs on that album remind me of New York. And then when I went with my girlfriend this last October.
Is she your best girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
What's it called? When I went with her, it was just the Frank Sinatra, the Alicia Keys, those fucking famous New York songs, just constantly in my head.
Ooh, imagine Frank Sinatra and Alicia Keys on a song together. Dude. Greatest song of all time.
You're talking like it's like basketball. Imagine Alicia Keys in a prime with Frank Sinatra in his prime.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, no better duo than Shaq and Kobe like that.
Yeah, they are the Shaq and Kobe. I would say they're the Shaq and Kobe of music.
Of jazz music.
of New York music.
Yeah.
Is Alicia Keys from New York?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
In New York, got to be in Lisbon and Porto. We gonna the
something that sorry, you're a beautiful singer.
Thank you.
Something that annoyed me when I was in the hostel in Lisbon, like we all have bunks, and then everybody's in like the room together, and then there's lights. It's really cool because you get to talk to people, you get to talk to new people, make friendships, you know, flirt a little. It's cool. But you would never do that because you have a best girlfriend.
That's what I didn't say anything.
But you could go with your girl. Anyways, like every bunk has like a place where you could charge your phone and like a little light, right? So it's at night, and then I have the light on because I'm like doing some things, right?
We'll keep the light on for you.
And then this guy jumps out of his bunk and says, "Hey, can you turn your light off?
Yeah,
I'm trying to sleep." And then
did it make you upset?
I gave him a look. Like I was like, I can't redo it, but because I don't have the energy, the same energy of anger. Yeah. Okay. I just gave him a look like, yeah. Right. And then I turned off the light, but in my head I was like, what else you want me to tuck you in? You want me to read a book? Like, this is my individual space. Yeah. I have this light. There's a reason each place has their individual light. And maybe, how about you just don't turn my way? How about that? Because I deserve my space and my little light that I need.
You know what I would do?
What?
I would be like, I'll turn it off as soon as I'm done reading. There you go. Tell the fucking manager, dude. And then I get out of my bed, tell the fucking manager. And I say it twice.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't turn off you turned off your light.
I turned off the light. In his defense,
one day you're going to kill a bunch of people, dude.
No,
because
I'm not.
you don't stand up for yourself in these little situations.
No, I gave him a look. That's me. That's me being like, you're crazy. That's me being like, you're an idiot.
But it's not going to land. The look's not going to land on
I don't care if it lands.
On a tired soul.
I don't, Gerardo, that's the difference. You care if it lands.
I don't care if it lands.
You do. You just said it's not going to land.
But the thing is,
like it mattered if it landed.
No. But the thing is, what lands is what I will instinctually do, which is I'll turn off my light when I'm done reading. I'm not trying to make it land in any verbal sense where I'm like, you fucking turn off your light. You know?
Also, I was just on my phone, but I didn't like that he told me to turn off my light. Yeah. Because it's like, what if I want my light on?
Exactly.
And it's my own individual bunk.
I thought you were reading.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, never. And then you're in the wrong, dude. Turn off your light.
I'm not in the wrong. But I wanted the light.
It is kind of weird if you're bunking with somebody you don't know and they go over the bunk and tell you something. Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. But again, like I lived with it though.
Which bunk were you on? This first?
I was on the top, and he was on the top of the other bunk.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of the extent of my Portuguese experience.
How much do the hostels cost?
It was like $20.
Dude, you should be like
$20 a night.
You should be like, oh, you paid $20 to be here, dude. You should have bought a room somewhere. If you want no light.
I mean, yeah, I could have been more passive aggressive.
Oh, dude, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Wait, you paid $20, right? And then just continue going.
Yeah,
then, I
could have been more passive aggressive, but also it was late, and I was like.
Also, I don't want to give off the impression that I'm passive aggressive because I don't think I am. I don't know if I'm.
I mean, you kind of are.
I am.
Well, every time you get in a situation, you do passive aggressive. From how you tell the story, like for example, what you want to talk about it a little bit?
The Hecho in Mexico?
No.
Which one?
I don't know that story. About the food. Where you waited for 20 minutes.
Hecho in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was bullshit, dude.
Yeah, but I'm saying like,
and also the thing
you will go passive aggressive. I'm not saying that it's unwarranted.
But I don't think it's passive aggressive because it wasn't my first. It's first of all, it is the way that let me finish. It is the way that I do food delivery, right? I have a system, right? Now the money merited the money that I was going to make from these 2 orders merited me waiting 20 minutes. I was like, okay, I will wait 20 minutes, right? Because when I got there, the girl said, hey, I'm going to need 20 minutes to make this order, you know? So I had marked down the time, 12:55. I said, okay, I'll wait 20 minutes. Yeah. So I waited until 12:15, right? 20 minutes. Nothing was happening yet. I waited till 12:20 or 1:20, 1:15, 1:20, right? I waited till 1:20, 5 minutes after, to walk up to the counter and say, where's this food at? I do this for everywhere. If the money makes sense, then if they tell me wait, like let's for instance, if they told me to wait 20 minutes for that order and it was less than, let's say $15, I would just cancel the order and leave. You know what I mean? If they told me to wait 5 minutes for something that's like for cheaper, I would wait 5 minutes and then ask them where it's at. And if they tell me wait another 5 minutes, I'd cancel the order and leave. You know what I mean? I waited 25 fucking minutes, dude. Yeah. And then I stood at the counter. This is the way I do things, though. This is how I do it everywhere. I sit, I wait, right? Sit and wait for however long they told me. Then when I ask them, I don't move from that spot. You know what I mean? And he kept telling me to sit down, and I kept telling him, no, I'm going to wait for the food here. Yeah. That's aggressive. That's not passive aggressive.
That's passive aggressive.
How is it passive?
Because you didn't raise your voice or anything. You're just saying, no, I'm just going to stand here.
No, I'm going to wait for the food right here.
Exactly. That's passive aggressive.
That's not passive aggressive.
Yes, it is, dude.
It's passive aggressive to tell me to go sit down or wait outside. That's passive aggressive.
No. Yeah. Both of you guys are being passive aggressive.
He's being an idiot. He's, first of all, inserting himself in a situation he doesn't need to be in. You know what I mean? Because I was already working with 2 members. Yeah. And he came in out of nowhere until I was impatient.
But Gerardo, that's passive aggressive. He asked you to do something and you're like, no, I'm just going to be here.
No. Anyways, what else do you want to talk about? That's passive aggressive.
But that's literally what you did. You're like, no, I'm just going to stand here.
I mean, no, I wasn't in the wrong, though. That's
I know. Yeah, bullshit. Exactly. Like I said, it wasn't unwarranted.
Also, because you're working. That's like a completely different atmosphere. When you're at work doing something, like...
Yeah, but this highlights, like, I'm, again... being passive aggressive doesn't mean you're wrong. It's just saying you will use that tactic. It's not unwarranted in your situation that you were passive aggressive and you're like, no, I'm just gonna stand here. I'm just gonna wait for my food.
That's not how I do it though, dude.
You were aggressive?
Yes.
How'd you say it? Say it exactly how you said it.
I looked at him in the eyes and I said, no, I'm going to stand right here. I don't care if I have to wait an hour. I'm going to stand right here and wait for the food.
You said it like that?
Yes.
Okay, that's aggressive.
Yeah, I was aggressive, dude.
All right. And the action just seems passive aggressive
because he told me, not him, but the other guy told me, can you wait 15 minutes? And I told him, I already waited 25 minutes. I'm not going to wait another 15. This order should be done now. And the other guy came and said, you need to be more patient. You're being impatient. And I told him, I've been patiently waiting for 25 minutes. I'm not going to move. And then I just stood there. He's like, all right, well, we're going to get the order out right now. And I stood there waiting. And he goes, sir, can you go sit down? Because I don't like people standing in front of my register. So I moved away from the register. And I said, no, I'm going to stand here until the order's ready. I didn't raise my voice. You know, I did tell him exactly what was going to happen, though. I don't think I'm a passive aggressive guy. You know why? Because of how many times people being passive aggressive has fucking pissed me off. And I don't see the benefit in taking what they do and making it a part of what I am. Okay.
I feel like it is a passive aggressive move to just be like, no, I'm going to stand here. But maybe you said it aggressively.
Yeah, no, I wasn't just saying, no, I'm going to stand here. I was telling him exactly what's going to happen. Because then he said, when I was like, no, I'm going to wait right here till the food's done. And then he told the guys, he's like, all right, stop making the food. You know, this guy won't go sit down, right?
Yeah, close the restaurant. No more food coming out.
And then so he looked at me and he goes, you know, you're going to be waiting like an hour. I was like, I'm going to stand right here for an hour until the fucking food's done, you know? And then he started canceling the orders. And as soon as he canceled the orders, all right, later, bye, have a good day. Peace the fuck out.
That's passive aggressive.
No.
Thank you.
That's doing my job. I didn't say thank you.
You just said it.
I said have a good day.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Even that, have a good day. That's passive aggressive too.
No, that's well wishing, dude.
All right, okay. You've made your point. You're aggressive.
Oh yeah, I'm aggressive, dude. If there's anything I want to be in this life, it's aggressive, dude. I'm a go-getter.
You're doing it, man.
I take what I want.
I gotta use the restroom.
I'm a bad go-getter, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Edit that out.
Okay, so we just took a bathroom break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, go for it.
You were kind of right about the passive aggressive thing.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, that was a little passive aggressive the way you said that. So yeah, after Portugal, I took a bus to Spain, right? And it was 5-hour bus ride.
What the fuck?
Now every time we record, your phone goes off.
You know what I did, dude? I fucking took all the notifications off of my iPad, and it still fucking goes off.
Interesting.
Anyways.
Here,
you want to answer this call?
Yeah.
Ryan, hey, we're recording a podcast right now. What's up, dude?
Hey, Ryan.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No. I was going to ask about tomorrow's podcast.
Oh, okay.
I'll call you back.
All right, I'll call you back after.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry.
Miguel says hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Miguel.
Hey, we're like podcast cousins.
Talk to you guys later.
He's like, nah. All right,
bye.
Later, dude. Sorry. That was Brian Reyes from the famed Isimo podcast. You were saying?
So yeah, I took a bus from Lisbon to Spain, which is like 4 hours. It was crazy. They didn't even ask for my passport. You just drove in and then walked out. I was in Madrid.
Yeah.
But Madrid was really cool. Madrid was very beautiful. And like the architecture, it was very colorful.
I told you
a lot of plazas. It's very cool in Madrid.
When you told me how beautiful it was, I told you what my grandpa said.
What did he say?
Remember, like, he went to Barcelona, and he told me like Spain is the ugliest fucking place of all time. It's disgusting, you know.
That's funny.
And then he said that Italy was beautiful, and then my old boss told me that Italy was disgusting and that Spain was beautiful. I was like, I don't know who to believe here, dude.
What's funny? Well, because from what I hear, Barcelona is like kind of like more touristy than Madrid.
Yeah.
So Madrid feels more like the actual.
Well, also though too, there was some like, you know, blood within him that was not going to like Spain to begin with. You know what I mean? It's my grandpa. He's from Mexico. You know.
Well, my grandma's from Mexico, but she's like into Spain. Anyway, and like all my aunts want to go visit Spain and everything. But anyways, so yeah, I went to Madrid. It was very awesome. So I was hanging out with some of my cousins. You'll appreciate this. So when I was hanging out with my cousins, they were talking about wanting to go camping with their friends, right?
Yeah.
So I'm literally at a table with one of my cousins and her friends. So they're talking about the camping thing, and I'm just generally interested in things like animals and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, because I never heard of any animals in Spain. So I was like, what animals do you guys have out in nature? And then they were thinking hard, and then I was like, you have bears? And they're like, no, we don't have bears. You have wolves? They're like, nah, we don't have wolves, actually. And then it's sounding like, okay, nature-wise, Spain's kind of boring. Animal-wise.
Yeah.
And then I was like, don't make up an animal just to come up with something, right? Just as a joke, like a cute little joke. And then she was like, oh, no, I won't make it. And then she was like, we have, how do you say it? I think it's gamosinos. We have gamosinos, right? And I was like, oh, really? I've never heard of that. What is that? And then they started explaining it to me. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna look at pictures. I type it in. There's like one picture of this animal.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's insane. It must be like rare that there's only one picture.
Yeah.
And then so they go on talking, but I'm generally interested in like animals, so I just keep looking things up. I click on the Wikipedia page. The definition says it's an animal given to tourists that's completely made up that the Spanish people just do as a joke. And
that's so funny.
So after I read that, everyone's talking, and I just go, "Aw." So like all disappointed because I was like so excited to find this new animal and read about it.
Yeah.
And then they were busting up laughing. Yeah. I felt like such a little kid in that moment.
That's so funny, dude.
Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah, I looked it up right now.
Did you see the Wikipedia?
I clicked on the Wikipedia, but I'm also trying to be a part of the podcast, so I didn't really... It was in Spanish, so I have to like... I'm thinking in English.
Literally, it just says, this is how Spanish people mess with other people.
We have gamosinos, big gamosinos out here, dude.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And then me, an idiot, I'm like, it's so crazy. There's only one picture. And it was probably just a lemur, the picture I saw.
Yeah, that's the one I saw right now.
Yeah. It's so funny. I'm such an idiot.
You're like, this is beautiful, dude.
Yeah. What this wondrous, rare animal. How can I see more of this?
Speaking of passive aggressive, that's pretty... She could have just said we don't have animals out here, dude.
I mean...
That is a funny... I don't know. There's like, rules are meant to be broken.
I appreciated
it.
And like, oh, cool, you could joke with me. That's funny. But I did feel low-key dumb because I was like, there's only one picture.
What? We don't have anything like that out here.
No, not like to make...
Chupacabra?
Yeah.
There's nothing like... I don't know. I get so annoyed with LA, dude.
Why?
Not with the city, but with the people.
Why?
Because people that come here and talk shit about it, it's like the endless about it. Mm-hmm. First of all, the fact that I'm not from LA, that's annoying.
Why?
Because how much different is LA from fucking the Inland Empire? If you don't listen to people making points about the Inland Empire versus Los Angeles, you go traveling there yourself. I feel safer in LA than I do the Inland Empire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people are trying to face, I don't know. I'm saying nothing. Sorry.
People are busier in LA. There's actual stuff to do.
Yeah.
So in the Inland Empire, people are just looking for trouble sometimes, maybe.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Thank you. Somebody's articulated it for me. I was so I went to go see Doctor Strange with my brother and my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. I almost said sister. Just kidding. I didn't almost say it. But I went with my brother and my girlfriend.
I didn't know your brother was transitioning.
I went with my brother and my girlfriend, right? And we sat down in the theater and I was like, oh shit, I forgot Maria wants ice cream, right? And I did a hilarious bit. You would have died laughing, dude, because the floors were we were at the Victoria Gardens, dude. Yeah. AMC. The floors are ridiculously sticky, dude. Have you been there?
No.
The floors are ridiculous, right? So right? So we sat down and I was like, oh shit, you wanted ice cream? And my girlfriend's like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And the previews are going. So I got up and I was like, but like 20 steps in like a span of like, I don't know, 5 feet. I didn't need to take that many steps.
It sounds like Donald Duck breathing heavy.
That's how sticky the floors were. And so I ran down and I'm waiting in line in the AMC Stubbs line, right? And this guy in front of me for some reason like, hey, what's up, man? And I was like, how's it going, dude? I'm like, dude, the floors are sticky as shit here, dude. I was like, it's not like that in my theater in Alhambra, And he goes like, what you doing on the east side? Very aggressive question, you know what I mean? And I come to find out he's a real estate broker or something, real estate agent. I was like, oh, I'm out here took my brother to go see Doctor Strange. He's a Marvel movies, And And he goes, yeah, it's weird, Rancho. Why are you in Rancho though? I was like, well, my parents live out here. I grew up here,
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, oh man, that's crazy, man. You live out there now. And then I said, it's crazy. I feel safer in Los Angeles than I do in Rancho Cucamonga.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of like hurt his feelings. He's like, oh, why do you say that, man? And then I'm like, dude, it's just, you don't know what to expect out here. Like in Los Angeles, you expect to see a homeless population.
Mm-hmm.
You expect to, encounter that population when you're in the city, In Rancho, you meet a bunch of people trying to prove themselves, in my opinion. No? Wrong? Right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I wouldn't say so much in Rancho, but like other parts of the Inland Empire.
Yeah.
But it's
at the malls. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, maybe at the mall. Not Victoria Gardens, though. But now we're getting too regional with the references. Yeah. But no, like I understand, but it doesn't make sense because definitely I feel safer in Rancho than I do in LA.
So this
I like you said, there's an awareness of what could happen more in LA. Yeah. In Rancho, you don't even think about that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like not even there.
This is what I told the guy too. I said, the only reason why I'm saying this is because it's not a popular view. Like it's for some reason I feel safer in Los Angeles. Like when I'm in Hollywood or even in downtown, I feel safer than in Rancho where you could run into some schmuck just trying to prove himself, That was
another thing about like Spain and Portugal.
You felt super safe.
It felt like I was the vibe exactly, and this doesn't sound as fun, but is like a Disneyland parking lot. That's how safe it felt. And I just feel that as safe, the parking lot at Disneyland. Because like everybody's there and everybody's ready to do like this experience and just be there.
Yeah.
So like every good vibes going into Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that, and then it is very cool. Like Madrid. I would probably live in Madrid one day. I think it's. I went as I was there. I was kind of like this. I might like this more than LA.
Yeah.
Kind of. But I didn't want to officially say that because I was like I've probably experienced more of Madrid than I have of LA. I've only been to certain pockets of LA, and
I don't think that's my door.
No, okay.
What's your favorite part of Los Angeles?
Favorite part? Are we talking about like actual area or?
So in Madrid, where did you go? You went to plazas. Yeah.
No, just regular city stuff like plazas. I went to the places that my cousins go to.
Promenades, restaurants. Kind of thing.
I don't know what a promenade is.
It's kind of like a plaza, but outdoor seating for eating.
I guess. Yeah. I just did things as they would normally do things. So I didn't do like the touristy experience version of the city. So that's why I loved it.
Yeah.
Like I actually felt the city for what it is. There's like, we went to like the hipstery area. We went to the street art area. We went to like this flea market, this old town flea market. There was this really cool performance of flamenco on the street in Madrid. And then that got me going, like, I got to learn flamenco because this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like it was cool seeing the guy on the guitar, the passion the singer was playing with. Eventually I learned like how he was singing though. Wasn't like pure flamenco. It was more like punk rock style flamenco. Which was still really cool and really good. But I actually realized that because of something I'll talk about a little later. But as I was in Madrid, the funniest thing happened. Apparently, Real Madrid won La Liga.
Yeah.
Right? And then, so they're like literally telling me, oh, there's going to be a big parade, right? So my cousin's like, you want to go? And I was like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So I'm literally at Real Madrid's championship parade.
Just by happenstance.
By happenstance, which is crazy. It was cool because they put the Real Madrid scarf on the statue of Neptune, I think.
Yeah.
Very cool moment. I'm just there. And then, so like after I experienced everything in Madrid, I was like, I kind of want to see more of Spain. I don't want to go home yet. So I decided to book a trip for Sevilla, and I'm going to Granada, right? And then, so...
Wait. You already went there?
Yeah, I already went. Oh, I'm saying like that's what I did.
At the time, yeah.
After the whole Madrid
experience. I'm like, when are you going to Europe again? What the fuck, dude?
After the whole Madrid experience, I was like, I want to go to these other cities.
Yeah.
And then, so I booked the Sevilla, and then literally they tell me, oh, there's like a huge... festival going on literally when it starts when you go.
Oh my god.
So I'm telling my brother all this, and he's like, he calls me Forrest Gump because I just happened to be at these places.
Spanish Forrest Gump, dude.
It was really cool. It was so funny. So also I went to Sevilla, right? And I understand a lot of Spanish.
Yeah.
Most Spanish I understand, right? And I could interact. And so in Madrid, I was having not too much trouble, right? But in Madrid, when they start talking fast, it is kind of hard because they talk faster. I would say they run a 4.4 in the 40 in terms of speaking Spanish for Spanish countries. Because I even talked with my mom and my grandma about it later, and they're like, when my cousins start talking in Spanish, that they can't even understand because they go so fast.
I felt the same way. You had a friend over here when I was cooking.
Oh, Lily?
Yeah, Lily. I wasn't going to say the name, but
bad.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so when she was talking, I was like, oh my God. I was like trying to keep up. And she's Venezuelan.
Yeah, Venezuelan.
Yeah, which,
But yeah, and then, so I went to the south of Spain. So I get a table to eat at
Is there a lisp everywhere, by the way? I just want to
know. Pretty much, I think, yeah.
Everyone talks like this?
Yeah. That's Madrid Spanish. So I went to the south of Spain. I went to Sevilla. I go to a restaurant, right?
You bought a restaurant? No.
Yeah. So I go to this restaurant and they ask, you speak Spanish? They said it clear enough. And I was like, yeah, I speak Spanish. I said it in Spanish. And then, so like the waiter was excited, like, oh, you never know who speaks Spanish, who doesn't, right? And I understood that. And I was like, yeah. But I could tell it was like a little different than Madrid Spanish and Mexico Spanish. And then so he eventually starts saying this whole other thing very fast, completely different sounding accent than in Madrid. And then I go, huh? All right.
You go home once, dude, they start speaking English.
No. And then he said his thing again. He was like, oh. And then he says his thing again, right? And then I go, perdón, mande.
Yeah.
Mande is very Mexican.
It's very Mexican.
You say perdón, right?
Yeah.
I was like, perdón. And then he was so annoyed. He was like, oh, he doesn't speak Spanish. And then he left. And then I was waiting. I was like, man, when he comes back, I just want to tell him I'm more accustomed to Mexican Spanish. Yeah. Like, I just can't understand your accent. But he apparently got the waiter that speaks English.
Yeah.
And I didn't see him again. And he was so annoyed with me. Because he's like, why is this guy even lying that he knows Spanish?
Yeah.
But literally, it was unintelligible. It was like all consonants.
That's wait, I'm stuck on one thing right now. Is acostumbrado? Yeah, okay. Yeah, dude.
I was gonna be like, estoy acostumbrado del español de México. Perdón.
You know?
But I didn't even get to do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they have a very short fuse, dude. Like Spanish speaking waiters. I don't know if it comes from a place where they wish they knew English, you know, or they're just upset that you weren't honest with them.
Yeah.
But because it's true, I understand a lot of Spanish.
Yeah.
But when you're talking a mile a minute, dude, I don't understand people that speak English that fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe I'm slow. You know, I'm a slow guy.
Yeah, I don't know why he was so mad. It's probably just a work thing too. Yeah. But I do want to say, like, most employees, like everywhere I went, like the employees were so happy. They're like, you know, you come here, restaurants and everything, everyone seems like annoyed or like frustrated and tired. But in Spain, what they do is they have like 4 hours where they close everything for the middle of the day.
Siesta.
Yeah.
Siesta.
Siesta.
Did you take place in a siesta or no?
Oh, dog, I completely adopted it. I fell asleep every day at 3 to 7. It was crazy too. When I went out with my cousins, the way they go out is you start pre-gaming at 11 p.m. and then you go out at 2 a.m. and you party till like 6 a.m. It was crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah. But that makes sense why they have a siesta culture if that's how they party.
It's also crazy that you're reading Dracula at the same time.
Yeah. What?
Because you're just like a fucking vampire, dude. Staying up all night and sleeping during the day.
Oh, okay. I didn't see where you were going with that, but I understand now. I didn't understand what you said. But yeah.
Well, I'll just say right now, it was a lot funnier than what you gave credit for.
No, yeah, it was. But I just didn't understand. I'm kind of slow. That's why that waiter wanted to stab me in the chest.
Okay, so how did you know he was finished talking?
Because he stopped talking.
But was it in a question?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But he just looked at me when he was done, and I was just like, what? So he got mad.
Didn't understand anything he said?
Nope.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Bro, there's so many times when I went to Mexico where I'm all game, dude. I don't give a fuck if you're upset with me after this conversation, you know, to the person, not you. But I'm like, I speak Spanish, dude. Give me your fucking best shot, dude. You know? And then when they go and they end with a question, I'll be like, oh, yeah. Totally, dude. You know? They keep going and going and going. And I'm understanding some of it, but there's some parts where like words and stuff that I won't understand a word, but I won't get stuck on it because then I know something will come back later that's like a simile to that word. And so I can connect what they're saying. And also at the same time, learning Spanish, dude. You know? And do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Right? So I went to go shopping in Mexico, in Cancun, for my girlfriend and her kids, right? I bought them a bunch of stuff, you know? And so I think I told you this, right? When I did this, that's the only time where I knew I was like in control of the situation, dude. Nobody left upset because you know what I mean? Okay. I got everything done, dude. Retail Spanish kind of thing, you know? And she's telling me about stuff and like why I should buy something else. And I'm like, okay, you're right. Let me go get this in Spanish. I don't even know what the fuck I was saying. And then everything happened. And then I was finished paying for it. And I just like looked at her and I was like, I'm fucking Mexican, dude.
The happiest guy ever.
It was awesome.
Little did you know you were getting ripped off.
Right, yeah. I just like agreed with everything she said. Which I don't know if I got ripped off or not. It was like $70 for everything I bought.
Oh, I don't know.
Which is like 8 million pesos, you know? Anyways, what else?
But yeah, that I understand. So yeah, like you talked about it. Eventually my Europe trip ended. Yeah. Right? So I went back. Oh, this was beautiful too when I was going back. So the plane was kind of empty. So like I was in a row of 5, right? So it's 2, 5, 2. Yeah. I was in a row of 5. Since the plane was empty, everybody in my row like got up to get their own little section, right? And I don't think anybody realized, but they just left me with the middle. So I had 5 seats. So I legit laid down on my flight and I was like going to sleep and everything. It was the most comfortable flight I've ever been on. Really? Yeah.
But you said that
you
slept
for like 12 hours.
But you said you slept like 2 hours, stayed awake 2 hours, slept 2 hours.
Pretty much. Yeah. And I was reading Dracula the whole time. I used Dracula as my pillow because it's like a thick book.
Dude, there's nothing I like more than improv pillows, dude. You know?
What's the craziest pillow you've ever had?
I had this one pillow because I used to work, I used to work crazy hours at Blackstone. And there was an unbleached 8x8 unbleached muslin. Was the perfect pillow, dude. It's like a bag of a 8 foot by 8 foot, muslin sheet basically. And we package it in a bag. So I always had an 8x8 muslin next to my desk. And then I would just lay on the floor with the muslin and be
like, is it a body pillow kind of?
No, just like my head. You just like rest my head on it.
The most comfortable impromptu pillow was I had these book covers in middle school. Yeah. And I had like 8 or 9 of them. And then I just decided, I was just playing around. I stuffed them inside of each other. And then there was this cool astronaut one that I had. Made that one outside. And I laid on it and I was like, this is the most comfortable pillow I've ever had. Yeah. Still to this day. I wish I could do it again, but book covers went extinct. School's online now. So
also, like when you get you see like maybe like a windbreaker jacket that you're wearing, and then you're like looking at it. Look, listen.
Listening.
It's a thin material, right? But when you see the jacket and you're thinking pillow, and you start rolling this shit up, and then you try it out. Listen, dude.
I'm listening. I'm just
this is hypothetical for you.
Go.
But when you roll it up and you lay on it and you find that spot where you're like, this is a pillow now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Okay. Because it's not going to work. It's very thin. You know what I mean? But you have to like knot it. You have to get the arms around the body of it and then try to like fluff it together. Boom.
What I hate is that noise though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, and like every time you move your head, you hear the noise and it's like,
Yep.
Put a mute button on this jacket.
On this Lay's bag.
Should we get some Lay's?
Hell no, dude.
But yeah, so like I slept on my Dracula book, right? Yeah. So there's this thing called Global Entry. It's a program for like once you go back into the U.S. after leaving the country, you could just like very easily go through customs. You don't have to do much, right? No line. So I applied for that program and I had to do this little interview thing. So after the interview, they needed my fingerprints. So I do the fingerprints and then they don't show up. And then the guy's like, that's weird. that never happens, right? So he's like, do the other hand. I do it with the other hand, and then they don't show up again.
Yeah.
And he's like so confused because this never happens. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, we might have to do some other process because we can't get your fingerprints. The whole time in my head, I'm just joking. Like, I slept on the Dracula book.
You became Dracula.
Am I becoming a vampire?
What's it called? That same happened to me when I went for a physical I was playing baseball in high school.
So did they have to press your balls on the thing too?
No, so they checked my pulse and there was no pulse.
Wow.
Right?
You're a vampire. And
they were like getting genuinely concerned, but then also like joking around about it. Be like, I guess you don't have a pulse, you know? They were checking right here, and then they were checking over here. And I'm just a kid, and I'm like, and I look at my mom, and my mom's laughing. He's cold-blooded, you know?
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Fucking, I wish. Well, I'm going to kill him. And she came back, and then she got another doctor, and he came in, and he couldn't feel the pulse. Mm-hmm. And then my mom's over in the corner. He's probably too fat to have a pulse, you know? Mm-hmm. That's the only time I've ever felt like that.
So what happened? Did you have a pulse?
They didn't take my pulse.
Do you have one to this day?
I do have a pulse, yeah.
I don't believe you.
It's so funny trying
medically, the doctors say you don't have a pulse.
It's so funny trying to take your pulse while not breathing. You're like,
But yeah.
Anyways, so you had a good trip?
Yeah, I loved it.
What's next on the?
This is the last thing, pretty much.
What?
So when I came back, my mom actually has to go back to Mexico, but she had to go to Tijuana, right? For the flight. So we just drove her. And I just thought this was a funny little joke, but I was like to my, cause you know how I feel about Mexican food out here, how it's like good, but like there's something about getting Mexican food in Mexico where it's just 1,000 times better for some reason.
I disagree, but
oh, you have no pride. I'm just kidding. No, but I just think like all the food's better in Mexico.
Yeah,
like the Mexican food. And so like as we were driving, I saw the border. I was just like, it's crazy to think that on the other side, the food is actually delicious. It's just, I don't know. I think it's funny.
On the other side.
Yeah. Of the border.
I disagree, but that's just a me thing.
Yeah. I mean, my brother disagrees with me too, and he's like a chef at a high-end restaurant.
Yeah. I think the food out here is better than in Mexico.
The Mexican food, I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. I think the Mexican food is better out here.
No, I think you're wrong.
Well, but what? Anyways, answer my question.
What?
What's the next trip for you?
I don't know yet. I'm still planning it out. Maybe Ireland with our friend Cody.
Yeah, but Ireland?
Yeah, I like Ireland. Ireland's cool. You're a hater. You're probably going to say the Irish food out here is better.
I was hoping you would say somewhere in America.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do a Seattle trip.
Seattle's dope, dude.
Yeah. Seattle, Portland, Miami, Chicago.
Portland, Miami, Chicago. I want to go to Chicago.
Yeah, me too.
But maybe during the summer.
Why the summer?
I don't want to go when it's cold.
Oh, okay.
Miami, I'm going in January, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to go to Austin for my birthday for the F1 race. Mm-hmm. Are you keeping up with F1 right now?
No.
Dude. Charles Lecrash came back to life, dude.
Oh, he crashed?
Yeah, he crashed this last weekend.
Is he okay?
He died. No, he's fine. I just
Gerado.
took a breath right there. I didn't say anything.
Huh?
He died. I'm just kidding. No, he's on top of the drivers' championship.
Yeah, I know that.
And then he got in a crash this last weekend. Anyways,
I think that's the episode.
That's the episode,
yeah.
dude. Stay tuned.
It was hard because I felt like I had to get all this Europe stuff out, and then I was like, I'm rushing this, and then I don't know.
Stay tuned for next week because I don't know about you, dude, but my life is taken over, dude, by the fucking NBA playoffs, dude. Mm-hmm. And these next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks, right? It's like 4 weeks till the finals are over.
Yeah. It's funny because when I first came to see you after COVID, I actually caught you. You painted yourself as a basketball.
Why?
Huh? I don't know why you did it.
I didn't paint myself like a basketball.
Okay, yeah, you didn't.
I told my girlfriend, I was like, Miguel's so annoying, dude. Because right when he came back and he saw a game, he was like, oh, the playoffs are sponsored by Chipotle. I'm like, where have you been for a month and a half, dude?
Boy, Europe.
But no, we watched the game. We watched our first game together yesterday, dude. And I will not accept any excuses for the finals, dude. I told my girlfriend we're all going to watch the finals together. We're pre-gaming for the World Cup, dude.
Yeah. But let's end the episode, right?
No, let's talk about it, dude. I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, thank you guys for listening. The few, the proud, the subscribers, the 30 strong.
Yeah, we'll get back into the groove and then try and be more consistent again.
We might change our upload date to Mondays or Fridays.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe even Tuesday or Thursday. Not Wednesday, though.
Maybe we'll just airdrop them whenever you guys text us.
Yeah, text us and you get the episode. Right. They're like, do we have to pay you? Nah, it's just,
no.
We prefer this way.
Here's my phone number.
Yeah. All right, and on the count of 3, don't blow up. All right. Have a good night.
All right, bye, guys.